Hi, just wanted to talk a little bit about my books, Quests of the Dragon and Bird Clan and Sailing the Black Current. My books deal with the Austronesian people known as the Nusantao. These were the people of the islands. They were seafaring people who traveled on ships across the Pacific Ocean, across the South China Sea, the Indian Ocean, particularly not only to migrate but also to trade spices. And these seafarers, the Nusantao, were quite accomplished navigators who were able, at a very early period, to cross vast reaches of the sea, vast spans of the oceans, and to journey from one country to another, from one land or one island to another, using skills that they developed over centuries or thousands of years, some of which they may have inherited from the pre-Austronesian people. And these skills included the ability to navigate using the stars to determine latitude and course, direction, and possibly even to get some idea of their longitude. And they also used the ocean currents and knowledge of winds, the prevailing winds, and how winds change when you're near land, and how currents change, and on the different appearances of the ocean, as well as they use many other techniques to determine where they are at any time and how to get to their destination. And it was via these seafaring capabilities, these navigating techniques that they used, that the Nusantao were able at a very early period. This is something that I argue in my book, that they were able to reach distant lands at an early period and to make contact with distant peoples via this ability to sail over blue waters, over the open ocean, to know where they were in respect to their homelands, and to be able to return to their homelands from after they had reached a destination that it could have been, in some cases, hundreds or thousands of miles away. And because of this, the Nusantao were able to establish, and I argue again this in my book, trade relationships. They were able to establish trade routes with peoples far away from their homelands. And I explain how I came to these conclusions in my book. Actually both of my books, I put together various lines of evidence to make my argument, and some of the the propositions that I make in my book are things that have been brought up before by other researchers, by other authors, and some of them are unique, at least as far as I'm aware they're unique. They are unique. Some of them may be, some people may consider some of the theories, the hypotheses that I have to be a little bit of a stretch, but I do my best to put all the evidence together and to let the people decide. One thing that you will notice about my work is that I try to combine all the different threads, all the various fields that I can, in order to establish my thesis. And I traveled to libraries all around the globe in order to gain access to resources, to sources, in order to strengthen my argument and to bolster my conclusions. And I think you'll see this in these two books, which are based, by the way, on my blogs, the Quests of the Dragon and Bird Clan and sailing the Black Current. I hope that I've stimulated some interest in you and that you will consider reading my books. Thank you.